Completionist? Yeah, this guy completed his career.
Hello, you absolute legends. Can you believe it?
This guy,
It's already been more than a year since a completionist and his family's decade-long charity scam was exposed last November.
Wow.
For those who need a quick refresher, between the years of 2014 and 2023, Gerard and his charity, the Open Hand Foundation, took in around $1 million of donations.
That's a lot of money.
That they said was going to various charities focusing on dementia research. But over that entire time, the truth was that they hadn't donated a single penny and had kept everything. It was only after Mudahar and myself made our videos about the situation that the Open Hand Foundation finally donated some of the money, donating $600,000 to the AFTD. The completionist...
I still don't understand why this happened. He took donations and then he held on to the money for years and he never actually donated the money. But he didn't use the money either, it seems. He just held on to the money. And it was like, why would you do this? He was making interest? No, but he wasn't though. That's the thing. I don't get it.
Public image was pretty much destroyed, and deservedly so. He had been lying for years, and after he was exposed, he took no accountability whatsoever. He made up excuses, made up lies, and more than anything was just angry at us for making the public aware of what he was doing. And it didn't take long for the completionist to return to YouTube and continue making content. After his terrible response video, he just moved on and acted as if this entire charity scandal never happened. And his...
By the way, best way to do it. Definitely the best way to do it. After you deal with drama, the best way to deal with it after that is you just move on.
Family moved on and didn't care whatsoever either. They even held another golf charity event several months later. This was immediately after it was already proven that for years the golf charity money had never even made it to the Open Hand Foundation. The family was keeping everything. But then, around 4 months ago, the completionist disappeared. And there might be a good reason for this.
Where'd he go?
The completionist production company, That One Video Entertainment LLC, is in huge trouble. I've never spoken about this, but for the past 2 years, the completionist company has been engaged in a frivolous lawsuit against the biggest GTA Online roleplay server, NoPixel, basically trying to extort them for half of their...
What?
company, and in October, they lost. And now Gerard's company may have to pay back hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney's fees. And the cherry on top of all of this is that it appears as though the Open Hand Foundation might now be under investigation by the IRS. A lot.
That's not so good, huh? That's actually kind of bad. Wow. Uh-oh.
What's been happening, and in today's video, we will take a quick look. I really hope you enjoy. Now, Legends, a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms.
Black Myth
Watcher of Realms is a really fun fantasy RPG that I've played a ton of over the past year. It combines classic fantasy RPG elements with tower defense, which are two of my favorite genres. I love the real-time strategic element that tower defense brings. It makes the gameplay so much more interesting. The graphics are incredible, and there are over 200 unique heroes to collect and develop. The graphics are incredible, and there are over 200.
That's crazy, wow.
Unique heroes to collect and develop. And Watcher of Realms is celebrating Christmas time with a brand new limited hero, Sun Wukong. He brings the Christmas cheer with a festive new skin and an awesome event featuring strategic stages, challenging minigames, and a beautiful Chinese-inspired map.
Oh, it's the fat
for exciting events where you can win 74 free summons, tons of valuable items, and the new legendary hero Callista with her exclusive artifact, along with the powerful mage Lyra in her sexy Christmas battlesuit. There are so many amazing gifts to unlock during these Christmas celebrations, and to receive them all, simply log in daily and participate in all of the festivities. Watcher of Realms has a great selection of game modes, including the campaign, arena, guild boss, and intense guild v guild battles. And honestly, it's the perfect time to start playing. To download or play Watcher of Realms, just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. It's available for free on PC, Android, and iOS.
Yeah, I need to play these.
Before we start today's video, I want to recognize that I know that I have
it's him.
lost a lot of your trust at home. And I want to spend as much time as it will take to rebuild and re-earn your trust. It's going to take time, but I'm willing to put in the commitment, and I hope you give me a chance.
Of course.
This is what Gerard said back in January when he returned to YouTube less than 2 months after his charity scam was exposed. I have no idea what he meant when he said that he wanted to re-earn your trust.
He wanted people to start watching him again. That's what he meant. He meant that a lot of people don't like me now, so I want you to start liking me again, so you'll watch me. Yeah, it's pretty simple, really.
After this statement, he continued to pretend that nothing ever happened, and he never spoke of it again. For the next 8 months, Gerard would continue to post videos to his channel.
I feel like he's doing pretty well. I mean, we got 73K, 90K, 209K. This is all right. It's not like he's cooked, man. He doing all right.
To resuscitate his brand. The quality, however, was now greatly diminished because most of his employees either quit or he let them go. And then in August, he released a video about alien isolation and hasn't been seen since. But while Gerard was pretending that everything was hunky-dory on the surface, behind the scenes, shit was hitting the fan. For the past year, many people, including myself, have been waiting for the Open Hand Foundation to file their 2023 IRS tax forms. Personally, I wanted to see if anything changed after they got exposed. Were they suddenly going to start properly declaring their income now that so many eyeballs were focused on their charity? Well, what's interesting is that the Open Hand Foundation hasn't filed their 2023 IRS tax form.
Well, I think they're a bit late. Yeah, I don't know about this one, if you can get an extension on this one. Yeah, I don't know.
Despite it being long past the deadline. If you search the charity through the Office of the Attorney General, it says their reporting is incomplete and the IRS form is required. This hasn't happened in any other year. The Open Hand Foundation have always filed their forms on time. So it's very peculiar that at a time where it's more important than ever to be transparent, they aren't reporting. Of course, there are multiple possible reasons why they aren't submitting their forms. The most obvious would be they haven't yet done their 2023 accounting. But
that's the main reason they didn't do them.
It could also mean they are currently being audited by the IRS. Personally, I think it's the latter, given how many people reported the charity after the scandal broke. Another piece of evidence...
I don't know. I mean, like, with a personal tax return, you can submit, I think it's a 4868 tax extension form. And that'll allow you to, instead of filing in April, you can file in October. And then you can extend beyond that, but there's like a few exceptional rules and like things. But other than that, I never want to hear you guys make fun of my hair ever again. This guy's got a symbiote on his fucking head. I never want to hear this shit ever again in my fucking life. Okay? He got venom on his fucking forehead. Look. So, you're doing the same? No, I'm not. No, it's totally different. It's completely different. Anyway, what was I saying before about this? Oh, yeah, about the taxes. So, that could be it. That could be the reason. Yeah, and he could have submitted an extension. But I don't know if you can get an extension on this one, though. I have no idea.
To support the fact they are being audited is that it does appear they have already done their 2023 accounting. So there doesn't seem to be any other legitimate reason not to file. We know they've done their 2023 accounting because as part of their 2024 annual charity registration to the Office of the Attorney General, they needed to state their revenue and expenses for the previous year, which they did. And this is where things get very interesting. This form doesn't give us any breakdown like the IRS tax forms would, but it does give us a few basic figures. It says that in 2023, the Open Hand Foundation raised $155,000. This is significant because it's by far the most revenue the organization has ever reported in a single year. The previous highest total was back in 2021, when they raised $136,000, but that was under very different circumstances, so let's compare. In 2021, Gerard's fundraiser Indieland received $113,000 in donations.
That's a lot of money.
Just through Tiltify
That's
alone.
Good.
The charity also received a $25,000 grant from Jamie Lee Curtis's charity, Syzygy. Just these two income sources alone already amount to more than the $136,000 they reported, which means all of the bits, subs, merch sales, and all of the golf charity money simply vanished. Gerard's company his family...
That's good, because you take the charity money and then you spend it on yourself. That way you have more money to spend on yourself. Good one. Smart. Not necessarily even what happened, but man.
Just took the rest. And this pattern of money vanishing continued from the years 2019 all the way through to 2022, a total of 4 years. And the money that went missing probably totaled several $100,000. But in 2023, after the public realized Gerard's family was stealing money, suddenly everything changed.
I bet people probably didn't, they didn't give as much money that year. That would make sense because they would be like, well, I don't want to donate money to this because you didn't do anything with the money. Like, so it's like if you want to donate, because you think you donate to a charity, it's going to go to the charity, and then Gerard just puts it in a box and it's just there. Like, I feel like, it would make sense, right?
2023, Indieland only raised $64,000 in donations through Tiltify. This is $50,000 less than in 2021. And yet, magically, 2023 was the Open Hand Foundation's best year ever, raising $20,000 more than they did in 2021. It is a miracle. By the grace of God, the Khalil family has finally learned how to properly report their income.
Wow.
It's amazing. We already knew that Gerard and his company were stealing money before, but this most recent accounting is just the nail in the coffin.
See, like, for me, what I find to be funny with this is the fact that I don't even know whether they were stealing it. This guy was such a clown that I think that there's a good chance that there was actually no malicious intent involved, and it was just a case of just astronomical levels of being a fuck up.
So brazenly obvious that once they were exposed, they decided it would be unwise to continue skimming off the top. And as a result, despite last year being one of Indieland's worst performing years ever by far, the Open Hand Foundation was more profitable than it's ever been.
Wow.
Another interesting thing about this form is that it shows the Open Hand Foundation is still holding on to $200,000. And this is before their 2024 golf charity event, where they would have collected even more in donations. Why are they still keeping this money? One thing I've come to realize is that while Gerard may have been very concerned with his public image, his family, specifically his brother and father, couldn't care less. This is why back in May they continued running their golf charity tournament as if nothing ever happened.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
Now, Indieland has been removed as one of the charity events, leaving only the golf tournament. And the golf event was never something that Gerard was a part of organizing. And it's why the Open Hand Foundation now feels comfortable going back to hoarding donations, because the public backlash that was originally directed at Gerard now has nowhere to go. When the Open Hand Foundation made their $600,000 donation after the story initially broke, they still had $200,000 sitting in the bank. And this is only from the reported income. As I said before, I suspect Gerard's family has siphoned hundreds of thousands of dollars out of the charity over the years. But I
think that's a pretty big accusation to make, and I don't know if I'd really say that they siphoned the money out, but I just feel like this whole situation was really confusing to me. Yeah, this is him, by the way. Yeah, after that alien isolation video, he decided to become a rapper.
Can't think of a single good reason why they still need to keep $200,000 in the bank when their expenses average around $10,000 to $15,000 per year. And literally the only purpose of the charity is to be a middleman between Good Samaritans and charities that actually do dementia research. As I said before, the lack of filing to the IRS is a pretty good indication the charity is now under investigation. And I really do hope this is the case. But the IRS isn't the only thing Gerard now has to worry about. Because Gerard's company, That One Video Entertainment, has just lost a huge lawsuit. That One Video Entertainment LLC is the company that Gerard created in 2012 that all of his business activities fall under, including all of his YouTube channels and his charity event Indieland. I will be calling it TOVE for short. On Gerard's LinkedIn page, he states he is the owner, president, and CEO of TOVE. And in April of 2023, TOVE sued GTA Online's most well-known role-playing server,
They're suing Coil. What the fuck? How is there this much drama over a GTA RP server? This is crazy. Yes, how? Dev drama? That's fucking it. Yeah, you have no idea. I don't know anything about this. You're right.
Pixel. NoPixel is owned by Coil Content Creation Proprietary Limited, which was started by a fellow Aussie, Mitchell Clout, otherwise known online as Coil. If you follow The Completionist, but don't follow GTA Online role-playing, you've probably never heard of this lawsuit. And even if you have, you probably have the wrong idea about who is suing who.
So is this like some kind of big deal? Like, did everybody know about this lawsuit? I never even heard about this. This is nuts. Yes? Oh my god.
That's because the reporting on this lawsuit has been abysmal and full of misinformation.
What a surprise.
It all started in May 2023, when a user posted the lawsuit to Reddit, claiming that DW was suing NoPixel. DW was a developer that worked for NoPixel for several years, but he and NoPixel's owner Coil had a falling out in December of 2022, and DW ended his relationship with the server. The day after this viral Reddit post, Dexerto signal boosted the story with the headline, "Former GTA RP NoPixel server dev DW is suing owner Coil for considerable sum." However, this was all completely false. It wasn't DW that was suing NoPixel, it was the completionist company, TOVE. It literally says who the parties are on the first page of the lawsuit.
Wait, so you're telling me that a Reddit post was wrong, and then an internet drama website reposted the wrong Reddit post as it was news? No way! You're telling me that, wait, that happened? That's incredible. Wow.
Understand how everyone
this must be
got
the
this
first
wrong.
time.
TOVE's lawsuit asserted that because DW developed some code for the NoPixel servers and DW was an employee of TOVE, this meant that TOVE owned the code that DW developed, and thus TOVE should own half of NoPixel. But this entire DW developed, and thus asserted that because DW developed some code for the NoPixel servers and DW was an employee of TOVE, this meant that TOVE owned the code that DW developed, and thus TOVE should own half of NoPixel. But this entire law...
Usually when you do work for somebody, the idea is that they own it. That's why they're paying you to do it. Yeah, if you're getting paid to code, you don't own the code. Yeah. And there's a lawsuit over this? Does Rockstar own it in the end? That's a really good question. And I think the answer to that is probably yes. Yeah, I think actually they do. They don't? Well, no. If you make a mod for a game, do you own the copyright on that mod code? Mods, no matter how well respected or validated by developers, can also be found to infringe copyright statute. Generally speaking, you own a copyright to code you write for a game mod, meaning you have legal rights to your game mod code. However, important to respect the specific terms, key points to protect, actual ethics and legalities of modding. So my understanding is that this is what my understanding is. You do own the code if it doesn't use the game code. You don't own the code if the game code is in your mod code. That's what I've learned. Or at least that's what my understanding was. So I can't see how the coding for this wouldn't be involved with Rockstar's code.
It was a shakedown and an extortion attempt from day one. It was all bullshit. We are talking Billy Mitchell levels of frivolous. Everything about this lawsuit was a lie, and it's going to take a separate and quite lengthy video to cover everything in detail. But if you thought that charity was the only scam that Gerard and his company were pulling, you couldn't be more wrong.
Are you telling me that he's doing another one? How does this happen? Oh my God.
Needless to say, this lawsuit never made it to trial. In October, the judge ruled in favor of NoPixel, and now NoPixel is seeking attorney's fees of $233,000.
You know what I think this calls for? Another charity drive. I think we gotta raise some more money for dementia, boys. We gotta raise about $222,000 for dementia.
And they are probably going to get it. Unlike most other lawsuits in America, when you sue specifically for copyright infringement, it's actually built right into the statute that you can get attorney's fees if you win.
Wow.
And because Tove's lawsuit was so frivolous, and the judge didn't even see a need to go to trial before ruling in NoPixel's favor, Tove is probably going to have to pay up big time. As soon as the judge makes a ruling on the motion
so wait a minute. So does that mean that all of the money that people donated to charity is just going to go to some fucking nerd running a GTA RP server because this guy wanted to file a bullshit lawsuit? Oh my God. It's going to the lawyers? Yeah, it's... Oh my... This is amazing.
Attorney's fees, I will do a full breakdown of this lawsuit.
How do you let this happen?
Because it really proves that Gerard's shady behavior surrounding his charity was not an isolated event.
What a
surprise. Until then, thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Wow. What a fucking surprise. Lawyers always win. Yeah, I guess so, right? Oh my God. I didn't know. See, the thing is that...
Hello, you absolutely...
It's kind of important if, like, he's doing other scams, it makes me believe, like, usually, so if I see one person that does one scam, I will try to see their perspective on it, because it's like, you know, mistakes can happen. People can fuck up, and, you know, it's just how it is. But if this guy is goofing around doing a bunch of other bad stuff at the same time, man, I don't know what to say. Super mega fucked up? Yeah, I don't know what to think. Like, because now it's like, why are you filing this lawsuit? What are you doing? It's just crazy. Coyle's always been a good dude. Is he? I don't even, like, I just don't know anything about GTA RP. I have no idea. Dude had it all, a good community, a good charity, friends, legacy, and everything. To throw all that away for stealing money to his namesake, Gerard won the Platinum Trophy being a YouTube con man, frivolous lawsuit, charity, scheme, corruption, thinly veiled threat and apology video, pretend like nothing happens and hope it works. See, it did work though, right? Because if I go and I look at the guy's channel, and I look at this here, and so all this drama happened. Let's look like a year and a half ago, right? Like maybe like right here. The funny thing is that it actually didn't affect them that much. Like some of these videos had a pretty good amount of views, definitely. But if you look at some of his newer videos after the drama, like look at this here. 78K, 100K, 91K, 58K, not so good. 75K, 212, 148, 79, 113, 124, like 196. A lot of these videos are still doing pretty well. Check downvotes. Well, you know, it still counts as an interaction. It does. And those people are still watching. So, yeah, who gives a shit? Viewer retention is so funny. Everyone here is just to prey on his downfall. 655K. Every single post here, yup, he's gone. How did the lawsuit turn out? It's sad you went from a YouTuber I looked up for and you could have not have fallen any farther than you already have. That's not true. He could still get worse. Yeah, what do you mean? 1.4 million subs? Yeah, but like, I mean, I think getting like 200K views with 1.5 million subs, I think that's pretty good, right? 150K? Yeah, that's still good. And also, like, I mean, the thing is that the only people that are using the YouTube dislike extension are like YouTube extreme users. So like an average person is just going to see the video and be like, okay, what does this Social Blade look like? Let me see. What's this channel called? It's like the one video, that one video gamer. Okay, Social Blade. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can pull it up. There it is. Okay, so, oh, isn't it supposed to be the other way? Well, that's not so good, huh? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Subscribers minus 10K. Video views 250, 85K. He stabilized? He did. I mean, but here's the thing that I'm seeing, right? Is so like this guy got a bunch of hate in November, but like he was already going kind of downhill before that. Well, actually, like, yeah, a little bit, right? And like now it's just, man, things are not looking good for this guy. Yeah, it's stabilized at 0. I guess so. Well, no, monthly subscribers is 0. That's it. The stress was getting to him. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I've had a lot of people, like, make bad videos about me and, like, be negative about me. I'll link you guys the video. I cannot wait to see where this goes. The numbers don't lie. No, they never do. Why did he stop making videos? He was doing okay. Yeah, I know. He used to put out multiple ones and then he did one a month. Yeah, overall downfall. He a pussy. Yeah, see, this is the thing is, like, if you want to overcome the, like, negative stuff, the only thing that you have to do is just keep making content. Never fucking stop. Never stop making content. Never stop going and, you know, putting stuff out there. Overcome it. Yes, you always overcome it. Always do it. That's the secret. Yeah, you never stop. You never bleed. Like a good example, like I can say for like me, right? I've had a lot of dramas over the years. Like there is the WoW Classic drama, there was the Dark Souls drama, there was the Palestine drama, there was what were the other ones? Oh, the Rich drama. There was the dick sucking drama. No, that wasn't even drama. That was just a good time. Culture drama. Bald drama. Yeah, exactly. Game of the year. No. I mean, like, things that were negative about me. I feel like the Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, that's an old one. So, well, anyway, here's the point, right? Is that I've had so many dramas over the years. And one thing that I've learned is that it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to have any sort of long-term effect. Just keep going. never stop, never give in to it, never, like, every once in a while, I think I've done like maybe 1 or 2 apologies for anything that I've ever said. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Recent drama with the masculine woman tweet? Yeah, well, if you look at all the retweets, all the people that are retweeting and saying like bad things about me, they're all fat or they have anime profile pictures. So like, what am I going to listen to a bunch of hogs talking shit? Fuck no. Yeah, I don't care about that. It doesn't matter to me at all. And also, the thing is, the people that got really mad at me about that tweet, like, I'm going to make another tweet really soon that's going to make people even more mad. I've already written it down, but I might do it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's the one about the about OnlyFans.